Hey, how you doing, Wayne? Nice and early. Hi, Nancy, welcome. I'll just give a few seconds for people to connect. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Victoria. A few people calling in now. There's Cameron and Mari and Sylvie. And okay, it's too many that I can't actually keep up with everyone. Hi, Amy. Hi, Barbara. Hi, C. Good evening and welcome. Big warm welcome to everybody who is joining us for the first time, and a big warm welcome to my frequent flyers as well. I'm just making sure that we're all on mute. Fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you are enjoying these sessions. I'm really loving letting you into my home and sharing these sessions with you. For those of you who don't know, my name is Josie Thomson, and I'll be your facilitator this evening for our mindfulness meditation practice together. So let's smile and be happy that we've chosen to be here together this evening. I really want to acknowledge every single one of you for making this time all for you, because this is truly a commitment of your time and your focus to cultivate some peace and some calm in your lives right now. So I really acknowledge you for doing that. Now, these sessions will be recorded. That way you will have access to the recordings for you to watch whenever you like. I've also put the videos on, and the reason for that is I'd really like to be able to supervise our practice together. Please stay on mute so that we can minimize any distractions. And if you have any questions at all, just click on the little chat box underneath the main screen, and a window will open up on your screen, and you just use that area there to type in any questions that you may have throughout the practice, and I'll stay around after the meditation this evening and answer any of your questions there. Now, these guided meditations are my gift to you. I've been trained in the neuroscience of leadership, also the neuroscience and mindfulness coaching, and also recently workplace mindfulness facilitation. I've also actually had my own meditation practice that I've sustained every single day for almost 2 decades. And I can tell you, for me, it's been a lifesaver. Meditation, for me, to start with, was not easy. It really takes a lot of practice. It looks pretty simple, but when you actually try to tame this brain, to pay attention, to be present in the moment, it actually takes a lot of concentration, and it's a lot more effort than a lot of people realize, but it's certainly worth pushing through and practicing. A little bit every day is better than trying to do a whole hour once a week, okay? For me personally, it's helped me through some pretty tough times in my life, and I know it will definitely support you to get through whatever you might be experiencing in your lives right now as well. Now, the practice is designed to create discipline for your mind and your attention. It's a bit like a push-up. It looks pretty simple, but until you try it, you realize how much effort it really takes. So please, please be patient and be kind and be gentle with yourself. Just one little bit at a time, and just give yourself permission to give it a go. There's no previous experience required to do these sessions, and you don't need to go buying any fancy yoga pants or anything like that. Just be comfortable in your own settings there, and just have an open mind to whatever the practice delivers for you. It's important also to realize that your mind will probably wander throughout the practice, and when it does, just simply bring it back to your body and to your breath, okay? Now, these sessions are designed to help reduce stress, anxiety, panic, grief, and what I see as one of the biggest pandemics, and that is fear. And in its place, to cultivate a really deep felt sense of calm, peace and stillness that will really help you get the clarity of mind to make and discern the decisions to navigate your life right now. So this is a space for us to connect, to reflect and also to reset from our busy days and ease into the evening, and hopefully, like some of you are already experiencing, get some better sleep. So that's awesome, but just don't sleep during the practice, okay? So it's just 30 minutes. There's no need for you to worry about anything. I'll look after all the logistics. I want you to just sit tall and surrender and just follow my guidance and allow yourself to enjoy just being here together, connected, and decide to enjoy the experience. Your only job is to manage your environment, minimize any distractions, and if you have a mobile phone, which I don't have around at the moment, is turn it on off or silent and pop it on the ground so it's not in your visual field. Now, it's important to just give yourself permission to be here. You don't have to be anywhere else. You don't have to do anything else just for this little while. Just be here right now. I've sent you an email with all the details about the session because I really want you to feel safe and comfortable to just give it a go. A little bit about mindfulness. Mindfulness is a form of attention training to be able to be right here, right now, in this moment, moment to moment, without judgment and without expectation. Now, meditation, on the other hand, is a means to actually achieving a sense of mindfulness. And you usually do meditation through some kind of practice. So you can meditate by focusing your attention on your breath. You can use what's called mantras, which is a repetition of a phrase, and we'll try one of those later on this week. You can do meditation through things like prayer, through visualization, through singing, through dancing. You know, my dad does it through fishing. So you can actually do meditation in lots of different ways, both in a still space, but also in an active space as well. Now, to get the most out of this session, there's 4 important attitudes for you to have. First of all, have no expectations at all of the experience or of the meditation itself. Don't expect to have a blank mind, just be here in the moment, okay? The second thing is have no judgment of yourself or the experience, because if you don't judge, then you won't get frustrated, okay? Just be here, just observe it. The third one is be the observer. So gently witness your thoughts and your emotions with compassion and curiosity. Don't beat yourself up. And the last attitude to have is just have a beginner's mind. Approach each of these sessions with a fresh openness. Try not to recreate a past experience that you might have had. Just be here as if it's the first time. Now, the goal is not to empty your mind, okay? The goal is to train and tame your attention and your concentration. So be open and allow yourself to enjoy this short and precious practice. I'll lead us now in a mindfulness practice. It will be different every single night because I want to give you a flavor of a whole lot of different things. And then we're going to ponder the reflection question, which tonight is reflect on a recent challenge that you may have used your practice to help you with. Now, again, if you have any questions, pop them into the chat box and I'll stick around after the practice and answer those as well. Now, if at any time during the meditation it feels uncomfortable, just open your eyes and keep your gaze down and forward, okay? Now, as we begin, remember, have no expectations, no judgments, just simple observation. And when your mind wanders, just gently bring it back to your breath and to your body. Okay, so let me introduce you to what's called JSJ, finger hold meditation. This is actually one of my favorites. Its full name is Shin, Jyutsu. And it's a universal art available to each one of us moment to moment from the second that we were birthed into this world. Now, the basis of this JSJ practice and what makes it so dynamic is the self-help that's available to us. Now, the basis of self-help through this practice is your thumb and your fingers. Now, we all hold our fingers to help ourselves. Babies do it, when they suck on their thumbs, and sucking the thumb actually helps regenerate the baby's energies and eases their tummy and soothes and nurtures them. Now, I'm not going to get you sucking your thumbs tonight, so don't worry. But when I have a stomach ache, I hold one of my thumbs, and within seconds, or even, maybe a minute, my tummy ache is gone. And when I feel that my muscles are tense, I hold my index finger. And within seconds, I can feel my body starting to relax and ease and release the tension. Now, our energy body is made up of 144,000 energy functions. And they are energy pathways like rivers connecting us from head to toe and also from toe to head. Now, all those energy pathways are found in our hands, believe it or not. So holding a finger actually helps about 14,400 energy functions. Now, the energies of each finger relate to a particular attitude. So when we feel worry, we hold on to the thumb to calm the mind. Now, you don't have to learn any of this. I'll lead you through it all. And if anybody wants any of the notes, I can share that with you as well. When we feel fear, anxiety, or even nervousness, hold the middle, also the index finger, to calm the nervous system. Now, to harmonize anger, you hold the middle finger. For sadness or grief, you hold the ring finger. And holding on to the little finger helps when we feel that we're trying too hard or there's a lot of effort required in life, when we're trying to please everyone, for example. So you can do this exercise anywhere at any time that you have your hands free. Just wrap, say for example, if I'm going to do my left hand first, I'll take my right hand and gently hold on to the thumb. And each of us, we're going to go through this practice tonight, and we're going to do this. Now, I don't want you to stranglehold your fingers so you cut off circulation. What I want you to do is just being able to feel it in your grip. And eventually, when you close your eyes and we actually connect with it, there's so much more that you're going to become really sensitive to. And it's really just a light grip around, okay? So let's practice. So I invite you now to sit tall and comfortably and place your hands just gently on your lap. Breathe in deep and exhale long. Let's do that again. Breathe in deep. Exhale long. Good. Now let's close down our eyes if that's comfortable for you, or lower your gaze downward in front of you. Now let's start by taking hold of your left thumb into your right hand. Now feel and notice the shape of your thumb in your grip of your right hand. Our thumb is associated with worry. So let's calm the mind by giving our loving attention to the thumb. Just be curious about it. Breathe. See if you can notice any temperature or vibration as you hold on to your thumb. Breathe in deep. Exhale long. Smile. As you gently hold on to your thumb and release any thoughts, you may notice that you can feel your heartbeat coming in through your thumb into your right hand. Just breathe and release any tension and be open to this experience. Let's hold this position focusing on your thumb, and breathe together for 1 minute in silence. And just notice whatever you notice. Okay, take one more deep breath in and release. Now let's switch thumbs to the right hand. So let's take our right thumb into our left hand. Gently notice the texture and the sensation of your thumb wrapped around by your left hand. See if you notice any sensations, any particular tension, temperature, or vibration. Can you feel your heartbeat through your thumb? Let's calm the mind and release any worry by breathing into your thumb in silence, just for 1 minute. Let's smile and appreciate this practice. That's really good. Now, let's release the thumb and take hold of your left pointer finger. When we feel fear, anxiety, or nervousness, we can hold the index finger and calm the nervous system. So let's breathe together. Notice whatever you notice about the index finger in your right palm. Do you notice any sensation? Can you feel your pulse through your finger? Just breathe. Let's smile and enjoy a minute of silence, holding on to the right, the left index finger together. Remember, if the mind wanders, Just gently bring it back to your breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, swap over and take hold of your right index finger with your left hand. Just gently hold it in your left hand and notice what you notice. Do you notice a change in temperature or texture or even size? Can you feel your pulse through your right finger? This is the finger that we hold when we're experiencing any fear or anxiety or nervousness. So let's enjoy this 1 minute practice of breathing and nurturing this right index finger together. Breathe in deep, breathe out long. That's really good. Just 2 more breaths. Okay, so now let's release the index finger and take hold of your left middle finger. To harmonize anger, we hold our middle finger. Be curious as you take hold of that middle finger. Just notice what you notice. Simple observations without judgment. Deep inhalations and long exhalations. And let's breathe here together for 1 minute as we nurture our middle finger. Take 2 more long, deep, slow breaths. Now let's release the middle finger and take hold of the middle finger of the right hand. And again, let's harmonize any anger that we might be feeling right now, but just tuning in to this little finger. Breathe in long, breathe out completely. Breathe in calm and breathe out peace. Let's nurture this middle finger together as we breathe in silence and release any anger that we might be experiencing in our lives right now. Release. Let go. Just one more breath. Now let's release the middle finger and take hold of the left ring finger in your right hand. As you hold your ring finger, this is the finger where we seek to alchemize any sadness or grief that you might be feeling at this time. So breathe in deep, breathe out long. Notice the sensation of this left ring finger in your hand. Do you notice its size? Does it feel any different to the other fingers? No judgment, just observation. Can you feel your body's pulse through this finger? Just breathe and release any sadness, any grief in your world right now. Let's breathe together for 1 minute. Take one more deep, long breath. Good. And let's switch hands and take your right ring finger into your left hand. Notice whatever you notice, and let's breathe and release any sadness or grief. Take one more deep, long breath. Good. Now release your ring finger and hold on to your little finger of your left hand. Holding the little finger helps when we feel like we're trying and efforting way too much. When we're trying to please everyone else. So as you hold on to your little finger, Just release and let go of the trying and the striving. Let's breathe. Take one more deep, long breath. And now let's switch hands and take a hold of the right middle finger. And let's release all the striving and all the driving. Just be here now. Just breathe. That's good. Take one more deep, long breath. And release. Replace your hands back on your lap. And now let's take the time to slowly end our meditation. Please take a deep, long breath and bring your awareness back to this form. Move your feet, feeling the contact of your feet on the floor. Move your fingers and your hands. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. There you are. I invite you now just to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What's your state of being? And if I can get you to share that in the chat box, that would be wonderful. So Anne's feeling lighter, Leanne's feeling calm, beautiful. Kim's feeling peace, Anne-Marie, stillness, wonderful. Nancy, I feel calm, beautiful, Nancy. Anthony, very relaxed and informed, beautiful. Wayne is feeling calm. Great. Thank you very much for sharing. Yeah, that's a practice. It's interesting that we're born into the world knowing that we can soothe ourselves with our thumb, but did you realize that there's so much more to these magic fingers? So those of you that are interested, I'm happy to share the notes about that with you. Otherwise, all you need to do is just when you're trying to drift off to sleep or calm yourself, just get into the habit of just grabbing hold of your fingers and your thumb from time to time. And you'll soon figure out which one's what, but I'm happy to share that with you again. Let's take a moment before we finish up tonight, because it's gone so quickly, to just reflect on today's reflection question. So the reflection question today is, reflect on a recent challenge that perhaps you've already started using this practice to help you with. Would anyone like to share how they may have been using the practices that we've been doing together already in their lives? For me personally, I know that I shared last night as well, when we elongate the breath, if we elongate the in-breath, it actually fuels us with more oxygen and it invigorates us. But if you actually exhale slowly and in a really long way. It actually calms you down. I've been using that one a fair bit. So Peter's been using it for pain control. Fantastic. Thanks, Peter. Reese, meditation in the morning to get my mind in the right frame of day. That's fantastic. I tend to use meditation at the beginning of the day and also at the end of the day. It's a nice reset, setting an intention for my day. And then at the end, it's always a beautiful practice to get into gratitude. So thank you for sharing this space together tonight. I really hope you've enjoyed this meditation practice. As I've mentioned before, I'm offering these every evening for the month of April. And there's also a 15-minute reset session that I'm doing every day at midday. That's a different link altogether. If you are not on those, to register for those, just go to josiethompson.com/reset, and you can also join me at midday. Otherwise, I look forward to connecting with you again, same time, same place tomorrow. And now I'm going to answer any questions that have come up. Remember to look up, smile, and count your blessings rather than your problems. And if you need to leave us now, may you be safe, may you be calm, and may you be well. And let's carry each other in our hearts. So bye for now.
Thank you, Josie.
Stop the meditation. Let me stop the recording now.